Hey there guys, we're back with another crochet tutorial, and in today's tutorial I'm going to teach you how to create a really easy flower that's worked in the round. I'm going to be using this super cute springy fabric. It's got pinks and oranges and yellows. It's really cute. It's a wool a wool yarn. It's really beautiful. For this tutorial you're going to need a crochet hook. I'm going to use a 3.75 millimeter aluminum crochet hook. Is this not the cutest crochet storage? I've had a couple of people ask me about it. It's actually handmade by a maker in Hamilton, Ontario in Canada, and she's on Etsy, so I will link her below. She's called Lime Lily Bunting, and I use it all the time. It's so useful, so I will link that below because it's awesome. You're also going to need a good pair of scissors, and you will need some yarn. All of the items that I'm going to use for this tutorial will be linked in the description, so no worries. They will all be there just below the video in that description box. Also, if you're not already, subscribe to my channel because I do put out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and right now they are super crochet heavy and I'm getting into the spring stuff. I've got crochet flowers coming out, tons of stitches available for you to learn, so yeah, definitely check it out. So to start off, we are going to need a slip knot. So you'll be holding on to the tail in one hand. You'll have your loop, cross your loop over itself, and then put your fingers into the loop and grab from the main piece of yarn and just pull it really tight. And that is your slip knot. So the next step is to chain 3. So yarn over and pull through 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to slip stitch, which is just insert, wrap around, and pull through both into that first chain that you made. So let me show you that again. You'll insert your hook into the first chain that you made, wrap your yarn around your hook, and pull through both loops that are on your hook at the same time. Chain 2. So the next thing you're going to want to do is create 9 half double crochets into that hole from where those stitches are attached to one another. That chain stitch here is going to actually count as a double crochet. So total you're going to have 10. Half double crochets, you yarn over, insert into that hole, wrap your yarn around the hook and pull it through, wrap around again and pull it through all 3 loops that are on the hook. Wrap around, insert, and then have it pull through and pull through all 3 on the hook. And then, so now you can see we've got 3 on there, and we're just gonna make it so that we've got 10 on there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. When you have 10 on there, attach your original chain 2 to your last half double crochet with a slip stitch. Just like that. So now you can see we've got this cute little circle. Okay, so now that we have our little circle, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to put 2 half double crochets into each stitch around. So we've already done 1 round. We're going to do a second round, but this time we're doing 2 half double crochets in each stitch. That's going to expand our circle a little bit, just so it's got a little bit of a bigger center before we start making up those petals. If it's still looking complicated and you're new to crochet, that's okay. Go to my channel. I do have a playlist of crochet tutorials for beginners. So there you can learn how to do the single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, chain stitches, everything that you need in order to figure out this tutorial without much help. So go back there, check those out. If you already know what you're doing though, just follow along. And we're just making it back to the beginning of that circle, and now it's going to be time to make some petals. So since we put 2 half double crochets into every stitch, we've doubled the amount of stitches in our round. That first round had 10 half double crochets. This round is going to have 20. So when you are sure that you've got your 20, slip stitch together at the top of that chain 2 from the previous row, just like that, and now we've got this cute little circle. And now we have to work the petals. So to make the petals, we're going to use those 20 stitches as our guide. Each petal is going to be consisting of a chain 4. So we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to insert the hook and slip stitch it at that 4th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to insert it in there and create a slip stitch. And then we're going to chain 4 more, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to insert it into the 4th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're just going to do that until we've got 5 petals because there's 20 stitches. So now we're back at the beginning. You can't really see those chains, but they are there. And we're beginning to curl up, which is good because we want our flower to kind of have a cup shape to it. So the next step is going to be chain 1 because we are at the beginning of a new round, and then we're going to do half double crochets, but we're going to do them into that chain, the hole where that chain left. So stick your hook in and create half double crochets like this. But we're going to create 6 of them. So you have a chain space for 4, but we want to create 6 half double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If your half double crochets end up looking a little bit tight, you can just sort of push them along that chain. By creating 6, we're going to make sure those petals don't curl up too much. Then, in the spot where you slip stitched in the previous row to attach your chain to your main flower, you're going to slip stitch there again to attach your petal back to the flower. And then chain 1, and then another 6 half double crochets into the next petal. 2, so you can see there's these cute little petals forming. And now that you've done your 6, slip stitch again. You can pull at your yarn a little bit until you can see where you want to be putting it. So where those 2 chains attached back into the flower, you're going to slip stitch in there again, just like that, and then chain 1, and then 6 more half double crochets, and then just do that all the way around until you're back at the beginning of your flower. And I'll show you what to do next at that point. Okay, so I've just created my last petal. I'm going to slip stitch it back into that beginning spot, just like that, and then chain 1 like we've been doing. And now, just to make this flower look a little bit more complete, we're just going to do single crochets for, there's 6 stitches in there. So we're going to do single crochet for 2, then we're going to do half double crochet for 2, and then single crochet for 2, and we're still going to be joining with a slip stitch into that bottom spot. What that's going to do is just create a bit more height to those petals. So 2 single crochet, then we're going to do 2 half double crochet, and then 2 single crochet, and those petals are going to start to curve at this point because we're not adding any new stitches, but that's okay, don't worry about that. And just do that all the way around, and you're going to see at the end of this row, or at this round I should say, you're going to see that your flower is really looking pretty cute, pretty flowery. And you can switch colors with every round if you like. I know that will really change the appearance of the flower. I really love using this variegated yarn. I just think it looks so cute for these flowers because, I don't know, it just looks to me like happy Easter baby yarn. Okay, and now we've made it back to the beginning. I've just finished that last slip stitch. Now what I'm going to do is chain 1, and then I will just trim my yarn and pull that through nice and tight. And then you can just move your petals around, kind of adjust how they sit until you feel like it looks like the flower that you're looking for. But that's basically it. It's the easiest flower, honestly. And you can continue going in that sort of a style. The only thing is that the longer that you go up, the more curved in your petals will be. And you can use this as a little applique on a little headband. If you were to add a couple of extra stitches, you'd be able to use it as like a little coaster or something. But this is the easiest crochet flower that is worked in the round ever. I already did a tutorial on the easiest crocheted flower ever, and that one's already up on the channel. So check that one out if you want to look for another flower tutorial. But this one is just the easiest little worked in the round flower that, I don't know, I've ever really made. It's so much fun and it's so cute. It would look great on a sweater or on some baby clothes or on a headband. You could really use it for quite a few things. And if you want, if you make a whole bunch of these, you could layer them on top of each other to make like a carnation sort of flower or a rose. But that's it. It's so easy. If you like this tutorial, let me know in the comments, and also let me know what you want to see next, because I do put out a new video every Tuesday and Thursday, so I need some inspiration so I know what I should be making next. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!